Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. Today's question is house robber. In this question, we are a professional robber planning to rob a house along a street. Each house has a certain amount of money. The only constraint stopping us from robbing all the houses is that adjacent houses have security system connected, and it will automatically contact the police if two adjacent houses were broken into the same night. We are given a list of non-negative integers representing the amount of money of each house. Determine the maximum amount of money you can rob tonight without alerting the police. Let's look at an example of this question for understanding. Like we have given 4 houses and at every index we are given money which that particular house contains. Like first house contains $1, second house contains $2, and similarly the third house and the fourth house. We have to rob the maximum amount of money we can, that is possible, but we have to keep one thing in mind, that we cannot rob adjacent houses. Like we cannot rob 1 and 2 house, second and third house, and similarly third and fourth house. We cannot rob adjacent houses. We can rob alternately, like we have robbed first house, then third house, then fifth house, and so on. So in this case we can either rob 1 and 3 house, or 2 or 1 house. So, and we will add the money we have robbed and find the maximum of these two combination. Like first we have robbed 1 and third house, so the amount of money we will be having is 4, and the second combination will be, we will be robbing second and fourth house, then the amount of money we will be having is 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So the maximum of 4 and 3 is 4. So the answer is 4. Let's look at another example. Now in this case we have 5 houses and the money is as follows: 2, 7, 9, 3, 1. So in this case also we can rob this, that is 2, 9 and 1. We can rob these houses, or we can rob this house like 7 and 3. So the maximum value will be, when we will be robbing 2, 9, 1, that will be 12, and when we will be robbing 7 and 3, then the amount of money will be 10. So 12 is greater than 10, therefore answer is 12. So after reading this question, the first thing that comes into our mind is that we take the sum of all even based indexes and all odd based indexes. Now we will get odd index sum and even index sum, and we will return the maximum of them. But it is not the case every time. Like we will, like in this example, like 1, 2, 4, 1, 1, 100. So in this example, if we will follow the approach like taking all the even index sum and all the odd index sum, then the answer will be, like when we will take all the odd index sum, that is 1 plus 4 plus 1, that will be 6. The sum of odd based index will be 6, and the even based index will be 2 plus 1 plus 100, that will be 103. As per our approach, we will return 103, but 103 is not the right answer. The right answer is 1 plus 4 plus 100, that is 105. 105 is the right answer. We can skip more than one house. We have to skip at least one house, but we can skip more than one house also as per our need. If we have given a chance, we can rob only a single house only, but in that case the profit must be the maximum. So how we will approach this question? So now it is clear that we cannot do the odd based sum index and even based sum index. So in this case we will find all the combination that satisfy our condition, this condition, that two houses must not be adjacent to each other. So all the combination, like we can rob 1 and 3, but we can also rob 1 and 1. So we are forming a combination. So now when we have to find all the combination and return the maximum or minimum of some combination, we will use recursion. Now when recursion is being used and every combination is being found out, then there is a large complexity, there is a very high complexity of our question, and it will run slowly. So now what we have to do, we can see that we have the sub problems also. Like in this case we have to find the maximum when we have robbed the 4 houses, robbed till 4 houses. But if we had only 2 houses, what will be the answer? And similarly, what will be the answer when we will have only 3 houses, then what will be the answer? So these are the sub problems which are exactly same as our main problem. So in this case we will use the dynamic programming to solve the sub problems. In this, first of all, what we have to do, we have to find the maximum amount of money that can be robbed at till the particular index. Like till the second index of this array, we have to find the maximum amount of money which can be robbed and store it in a array. So first we will form a DP array. So this is a DP array. It is initialized with 0 in the beginning. So it will contain the maximum amount of money that can be robbed till a particular index. So what will be the base case? Suppose if we have only one house. So if we have only one house, then we can rob only that house only. If we have two houses, then the answer will be maximum of these two houses. This means we cannot rob both the houses because both the houses are adjacent to each other. So the answer will be the maximum of these two values, that will be 2 only. So till here the maximum amount of money we can rob is 2. Second index, first index, maximum amount is 2. Now comes the third house also. In this case, when we have these three houses only, when we have these three houses only, that is 1 to 4, we have two combinations. We can either rob this house, that is third house, and the first house, or we can rob only the second house. That is, we have only two combinations, and we will take that combination which will give us the maximum answer. Till here, when we have three houses, if we take our third house into consideration, if we are taking a third house into consideration, then we have to add the amount that is contained in that particular house, that is 4. And the maximum amount we have robbed till I minus 2, that is, in this case, that is the maximum amount we have robbed till the 0th index, that is 1. So if we are taking a particular house into consideration, we have to, first combination will be, we have to add the amount that is present in that house, that is, in this case, that is 4, plus the maximum amount of money that is robbed till I minus 2, that is, in this case, that is 1. So here the sum will be 1 plus 4, that is 5. We can rob 5, maximum amount is 5 we can rob when we will take the ith house into consideration. But what if we have robbed this house, but we are getting the maximum, we are already getting the maximum without taking this house as consideration, that is, we have already getting the maximum using the I minus 1 only. Like suppose we have 7 here. So this will be 7, the maximum amount till index 2 will be 7. Now when we will take this third house into consideration, the maximum amount we can get is the money of this house, that is 4, plus the maximum amount that is robbed till I minus 2, that is 0, that is, the answer is 1. So the answer will be 4 plus 1, 5. And but if we do not take this house into consideration, so then the maximum answer will be taken that the maximum amount that has been robbed till I minus 1th index, that is, this index is second, the maximum amount that is robbed till I minus 1 is 7. So we will take the maximum of both, that is 5 and 7. So the maximum amount will be 7. So this was our simple equation, that is, at particular dpi, that is the maximum amount till index I, it will be equal to max of dp of I minus 1, that is, if we do not take the ith index into consideration for robbing. And if we take our ith index into consideration, then the value that is present at that house plus the maximum amount that has been robbed till I minus 2. I minus 2 because we do not have to take adjacent houses. So we will store the maximum of these two values in our dp of I. So now let's code the example. First we will write the base case. If our length of the array is 0, then we will return 0. If the length of the array is 1, nums dot size is 1, then we will return the value that is present at 0th index only. Now we will form a vector dp. This will contain the maximum amount that is been robbed till ith index. Now dp of 0 is equal to nums of 0. This will be our base cases. dp of 1 will be maximum of nums 0 comma nums 1. When the size of array is 2 only, then the answer will be maximum of the first value and the second value. Now we will loop through it. Int I equal to 2, I less than nums dot size I plus plus. Now we will store at this index the maximum value that has been taken. If we do not take this index into consideration, then dp of I minus 1, and if we take this index into consideration, then the value at this index plus the maximum amount that has been robbed till the index I minus 2, and in the end we will return dp of nums dot size. So this is the answer. Now let's submit our code. So yes, our code is getting submitted. I hope you like the video. Thank you.